All right, so in game 2 of the 2022 NBA Finals, the Warriors dominated the Boston Celtics more in the second half, but it was a close game up until then. But obviously in that second half, the Warriors dominated and got the 19-point victory, final score 107-88. I'm currently in Southern California, but of course I made time to watch it. And this game was incredible, specifically from Steph Curry and Jordan Poole. Those were two guys that really stood out. Obviously, Klay Thompson in this game really struggled. I think he had 2 points at halftime, but the Warriors pulled ahead in that second half, outscoring Boston by 21 points. And it was sort of familiar to last game where the Warriors were outscored by so much in the fourth quarter. They did that to Boston. Now, in the fourth quarter, the Warriors played a lot of their reserves as they were already up by, at some points, as much as 29 points. So the Warriors, rested their guys, and they got the clean victory. Curry had 29 points, 17 for Poole. Poole also had a half-court prayer go in at the end of the third quarter. But yeah, I mean, Boston, I think they came out strong in game 1. No denying that at all. But I think in this game, they just didn't really impress me. I mean, Al Horford, who was incredible in game 1, only had 2 points. Robert Williams, only 2 points. Jason Tatum was incredible. He had 28 points, and he sort of recovered from the, not really up to standard game he had in game 1. Jaylen Brown had 17, 12 for Derek White. Derek White also didn't have as good of a game. Obviously he's a bench player, but he's more of their sixth man, and he didn't have as good of a game either. So the Warriors tie up the series. We're going to head to Boston for games 3 and 4. And, at this point, we're guaranteed a game 5. So the Warriors still with home court in the series. And I'm very happy with this win, but I'm not at all satisfied yet. I think the Warriors still have stuff to prove in this series. We have, a 19-point victory. It's good, but, it's still 1-1 in the series. So yeah, I think in this game, the Warriors really took control in that third quarter, and it was very close. They had a 2-point lead at halftime. It was 52-50 Warriors, and there was times in the first quarter I was sort of nervous because it sort of seemed like they were coming out a little flat-footed. Draymond Green was getting technical foul. Well, he had one technical foul, and like I said, Klay Thompson not playing good. Gary Payton was definitely prominent in this lineup. He had 7 points off the bench. It was great to see GP2 back out there. Obviously coming off injuries and coming off heartbreaking moments from, seeing him out. And I think Gary Payton made an impact. Jordan Poole off the bench, like I said, 17 points. He was making every shot he took at points. And then also, I think like Steve Kerr's sort of genius way of implementing guys like Bjelica and Moses Moody towards the end of the game, it was really working. I think Klay Thompson, if he can find his rhythm, I think the Warriors will have a more sound victory in the first half of the game. But I think otherwise, I'm pretty satisfied with the starting lineup. Wiggins didn't have the biggest game. He had 11 points, but same argument as Klay. I feel like he will probably have a big impact if he can just get his rhythm going. But overall, I'm really happy with the Warriors winning this. It was very much a fun game towards, down the stretch. It was very stressful in the first half, but I think I'm very much satisfied with the outcome. But like I said, not satisfied with the series yet. We still have a ways to go. The finals, it's a big way of showing how, what teams can really prove themselves as pretenders and contenders, right? I think the Warriors are a contender, but they have to prove that first. I think Jason Tatum, he probably would have, thrived more in this game had he had help, but the Celtics had way too many turnovers as well. That was a big problem. A lot of turnovers for Boston. They had 18 total. Now, the Warriors had 12, but yeah, it was just not a good game for them on that. And the Warriors defense did good. I got to give the Warriors defense credit, more so in the second half, but I liked the way they were playing. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it. The Warriors win 107-88. Game 3 and 4 will be in Boston, but we're focused on Game 3. We're taking this one game at a time. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, go Warriors.